What's up, everybody? Back with another video in the wonderful world of make-believe. It's all good. Bend over. Shout out to all you guys. And I'm here, Rochester, New York. All right. And we got some sun today. It's cold as hell. That's because they released the clouds, so it opened up the sky, let all the warmer winter air out, and now we got cold. Now it's about to get ass cold, super freezing, negatives at night. It's about to be real cold, and then it goes back up into the 40s and 50s. So, trying to offset our doshas. They're trying to offset our doshas and get us all out of balance. You know, get a lot of people sick with weakened immune systems and weakened minds, and you know, that's what they do. Just like the news, they pull us this way, pull us that way, pull us this way. Well, that's how they operate the weather. They ain't gonna let us be in a weather pattern. All right, well, it used to be, oh, it's the winter. All right, we bat down. It's cold every day, pretty much the same. As it gets colder, then warmer, and then boom, it's spring, and then boom, it's summer, and then boom, it's fall. You know, like a clock. Nah, not no more. They don't do that no more because they need to have you off fucking balance. They know we was on that little clock, so they gotta have us off balance. They gotta make you cold, warm, rain, snow, thunderstorm, all kind of stupid shit. Just fuck up nature and the ecosystem and the balance. You know, that's what they got to do. You know, as you can see, hold on one second. You know, that's what they're doing. All off balance, all out of whack, out of tune. You know, got this thing. Let me pull this. Let me pull this off of here real quick. And boom, we got some. Well, what's that? We got this blue skies. So it's good cuts. Shout out to cuts, hard hit, and step back. That's good. So we haven't seen sun in a while, so I'm kind of psyched up about it. Sip a little bit of sun gets me excited. You know what I mean? Even though it's cold, it feels good. You know, 22 degrees and freezing. So, you know, a lot going on. Like I said, I'm kind of like tune in, tune out real quick. Because, you know, they're just playing a lot of games right now. Got us looking all these different kind of ways. You know, making us be conspiracy theorists. You know, and you know, sometimes you got to sit back and just okay. You know, that's what the main point of my video is we got to sit back and take a step back. You know, shout out to Step Back 1, 2, 3. We got to step back and look at shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's take a step back real quick. You know, because what is it? How do I want to put this? Take a step back and let's look what they're really doing and what they're not doing. And then get off the internet and look outside and see if what they're doing matches up to what's happening in your own reality, you know? And because they're trying to manifest a future, all right? And they can only do it through us, all right? Because we created all this shit for them to rule over us. And they need us to create their new reality. So the only way they get their new reality is from us. Yeah, a lot of people are going along with it. So the TV will lead you to believe in the internet. But in reality is that ain't the case. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of mind control. Yeah, we get it. I get it. But what what's happening is a lot of people are becoming conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean? Like they created this word, made it go mainstream, and now they're creating conspiracies, theorist content for people to run with. So they could be over here doing the other shit while people are fixated on a total conspiracy theory. They know that there's people that are looking into things that are awake, so they create small pockets of bullshit so people can be busy with it. This is what they're doing. This is what they do. And a lot of people are getting caught up in it. you know 1 second. All right, hold on. God damn, that was fast. And a lot of people are getting caught up in it. Little things that the story's bullshit, but they want us to be involved in it. You know, and there's a lot of them going around. All right, there's a lot of them going around. Damar Hamlin crap. There's a whole fucking dedication along to that crap. Another one is the whole Pfizer thing. All right, that was all planned, but it's like mainstream news right now. You know, and who's the? I mean, this is stuff we already knew. Why all of a sudden is it being pushed now? Look at this Black Lives Matter on this little theater. Like the the Pfizer thing. Project Veritas is all over the news, and you know, uh, they've been kind of the only channel that wasn't censored, but they created some fake censorship. The only channel that was not censored during the whole scam-demic was damn Project Veritas, which I actually called out something in one of their videos. My whole channel got deleted. Like, wait, what? They're talking about what we all getting deleted in. I pointed it out. I just said, look, we talk about this, we get deleted. Look what they're talking about. Shared the clip of their video. I got deleted while their shit went viral that week. Like 5 million views in one day. Most viewed video they ever got. But yet I shared my little ass fucking channel that's in the back rooms of YouTube, shared some clips of what they share and just said, how can they do this, but we're all get deleted? And I got deleted, whole channel gone. Like crazy. But right now, that same channel is being propped up and, we expose this and that. And people are falling for it, It was good, Truth Vibrations, Pale Horse. People are falling for it. I'm like, look at little Pfizer, they're looking to. Meanwhile, they're creating new drugs and getting ready for new things and moseying along. But people think that, they're under some type of, being exposed. Like what? Fixing Big Brother up there. Look at that. Up there fixing Big Brother. So, it's crazy, man. And then the World Economic Forum. All right. If you sit back and look at the World Economic Forum, they want that to go the way it's going. In my opinion, I mean, the way it's going is they want us to believe that, these guys, I mean, it's just making it too obvious, man. They could do shit in hiding without us even know about it, broadcast it. I mean, they're literally just like staging shit just to get people riled up, people thinking one way while, they're somewhere else talking about what they're really doing, and they got us fixated on like their New World Order, right? And all this, the shot, and it's going to be this, and, microchips and this and that, and, the whole heart thing, and, all this other stuff, yes, of course, people are dying from this potion. Is everybody going to die? I don't know. I mean, I tend to believe that they had a certain amount that they were going to run this agenda with, and that's what they Those are the people that are suffering, because there is people that are fine and dandy that got it. We don't know long-term effects, of course, but think about it. You know, all this shit is planned. When you go back and look, we already know they plan all of this. Everything they're doing, they plan. And now they're talking about, they're saying New World Order and their shit. It's like they're deliberately doing that because they know conspiracy theorists are going to run with it. I'll even say, look, they're talking about I do the same shit. But it's like when you sit back and look, it's like, okay, they're deliberately doing this shit now. Why? Why are they deliberately doing it? What are they trying to do? All right. And that's when it goes into, you look at, the economy, look at what they're doing as far as, breaking down the United States, never lie. Yeah, ghosts. I talked about this shit yesterday, what you're talking about. Yeah, it's fucked up ass, weird ass energy here, man. And I'm going to talk about that too. But yeah, it's been slow. Like, even Rochester, like, because I'm always moving about, and it just was, past few days, it's just been like a fucking zombie apocalypse. No one out around, just dead, just low energy, just weird. That's since 18 degrees out, you know? So, hold on, I gotta sneeze. So, so, you know, so, you know, and it brings us back to, okay, they want us, they're doing all this shit. All right. They got us doing all this. Meanwhile, they're keeping people fixated on shit on the internet, doing all this other shit. Meanwhile, if you look around your communities, they are going to fucking shit. For some reason, I'm not getting crime alerts anymore. So I got to actually go look. But just in the past week here in Rochester, oh my God, the crime it's insane, man. And so are Seattle. Houston makes Rochester look like a fucking suburb. All right. Houston is off the charts. Philadelphia, Minnesota, Minneapolis. All right. Waukesha. I'm subscribed to all these local news stations. What's the other one? Florida. It is crazy. Like, the crime is crazy. In Seattle right now, they're literally trying to pass a bill for police pursuits. Like, you can't unless you got reasonable suspicion, like confirmed, like meaning confirmed. And they already know that the streets, people who commit crime already know these little things. That's why the crime is accelerated. I honestly didn't believe that. I honestly didn't think that it would accelerate as fast as it is in doing. Somebody literally drove a car through a record store yesterday, then went through this popular bowling alley and some other businesses. Like literally. This shit is crazy, man. You know, crazy. And then a warehouse, like, this is personal shit. A warehouse, right? That I know. Somebody broke into it, and the person upstairs says, "Yeah, I think someone broke in downstairs." The next day, I've seen people. They were coming out with like boxes and stuff and load them into a truck. I was gonna call the cops, but when I looked out the window, I saw the cops outside because some people were on the corners or some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck what did you just say? Like, why would you even say you saw people? You didn't call the cops, but you saw cops outside, and you heard people down there, and you didn't say it. This shit is crazy, man. But anyways, hold on one second, guys. So sorry about that, guys. So so yeah, Groveland, a lot of shootings. Even here, man, it's crazy, man. Like it was just weird, man. Like like energy, uh, just been weird. The crime, like if I read some of this crime, it's like what the hell is going on? You know, yesterday, these are teens, okay, here in Rochester. There was a high speed chase through all over this, basically all over the fucking city in a car crash. You know, the guy got ran. They were looking for him in a wooded area. Teenager, all right. And guess what he was driving? A Kia. Okay. Remember, they propagate this all over social media, put it on the news, and all the young ones, they have this energy in them. It's just like a trigger. Poof. Remember years ago, and I made videos about this, got no views. When there was like, I forgot, it was around Christmas, and all across the United States, fights broke out at the same time between 6 and 8 p.m. across the entire United States, everywhere. All right. A lot of people didn't pick that up. And I'm like, the fuck kind of sick, twisted shit is this? How is that even possible? You know? And they used social media, they used some kind of energy, some salt. I don't know how they got everyone to go to the malls and fight. But literally all across America there were fights. I don't know if anybody remembers that shit. But all at the same time, there were fights, you know? And even when, I mean, look at with the George Floyd. How did they get that done? Yeah, they use a lot of propaganda, you know, but they ushered in an energy and it made people, you know, just move. And, you know, I think that they're using some type of technology or something right now because it's too fast. Like they literally, you know, this Kia thing. Now it's all across the United States, you know, like, and it's young kids, you know, who were raised by, you know, they were raised in weak environments, you know, energetically. You know, they were raised in um, you know, raised by parents who don't know each other. You know, let's see, yeah, MK Ultra, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I know it's something. You know, it's something, and you know, here in Rochester, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. In Gates, New York, the same person robbed a Wendy's, went and robbed a Hess gas station. I mean, a Speedway. Sorry. Then went and robbed not one Taco Bell, but four robberies by the same person, and they ain't even catch them. They were all described as teenagers. You know, like literally, we got Grand Theft Auto in real life now, and people ain't paying any attention. People aren't looking out their window and seeing like how bad this shit is, man. You know, that when that warehouse got broken into, you know, we boarded it up and did all that shit. And you know, later that night, I haven't rode. You guys know I used to ride through the city at night. I haven't did that shit in a long time. So I rode at like 11 o'clock. God damn, I was almost hit by two fucking cars running red lights. It just, you could feel the energy. Police were fucking everywhere, which is a good thing. And yeah, I just could not believe, like, just even the drive to the city and, you know, through the city. I just could not believe what the hell I was, you know, and it's cold. Ain't nobody out right now, really. But I mean, cars just speeding. Like I said, I almost got one car almost clean. Literally, if I wouldn't have stopped at my green light, they were going through the light. And then, I was just driving, 30 miles an hour, car on the other side just right by me. I'm like, God damn, man, what the? I'm like, I can't even imagine when it gets warm how crazy. Every year, it always gets crazy when it gets warm. But this year, I mean, it's just going to be something we've never seen before. And this shit is all by design, all planned. All these laws passed, energy pushed out. It's because they need to have it to where we, the peoples, citizens, beg for more police. All right? Beg for more police. Now, they've already tricked us, all right, once with the presidential election, right? They already tricked us. We all know what it is, but I'm just, they already tricked us, meaning the majority of the people. They believe in this system, right? They already tricked you, slicked Biden in there, so everybody, all them people know something was wrong. Even the people that probably voted for him were like, yeah, I mean, I don't see how, he got to be brought with as he is, but whatever the case may be, this motherfucker clearly has been on some division shit. When he came out and did that ritual and said that basically Republicans are terrorists, split the country in half, lets me know, where they're headed, where they're headed with this. It's a tactic they use in other nations for a very long time. They use it in Venezuela, Brazil, Cuba. They've used it in, small nations. Shit. Can't think of them off the top of my head. Countries all over the world, by basically splitting them up, putting in some old obvious opposition, right? Putting in some old obvious opposition, and then the people don't. And then there's like a division, and then all of a sudden you got two governments. You got two forms of governments. And one place they're doing this right now, all right? And they've been doing it all through them countries, like even in Ukraine. This is what you're seeing right now. Is this two forms of government in the same nation? And they call it like the illegitimate country and the ones recognized by the people and the military. Countries under military rule. They use this. So, I mean, the United States is headed for this shit. People say, oh, civil war and this and that and martial law and all this other shit. No, it's headed for the same type of shit. Where there's going to be two, maybe even three forms of government. All right. And if you look at, this whole liberal energy and the Republican energy and all this other shit, that's where it's geared towards. And that's where they've talked about it before. They've talked about the United States split. That's why I put this shit up here, And if you look at what they're doing with DeSantis and how they want people to flock to Florida, to Texas, to these other states, and you look at the Democratic cities, I mean, they're already dividing us. They're just not officially doing it. They're already, this governor's doing this over here. That governor's doing this over here. And I just see this is where they're headed, man. You step back and look at what's going on. This is where they're headed, right? Because of I mean, just look. I mean, look at these states. Look what they're implementing. Look what they're doing. And then you got the other people talking about, the fucking idiots. Oh, look at all the Democrat run states. Like, what are you talking about? These Democrat run states and cities. No, the fuck it ain't. Texas is doing the same shit. You can't arrest a bitch. Motherfuckers back out on the street. Florida's doing the same thing. I mean, this is what's going on all across the entire nation, right? And when you go to the backdrop of all this shit, it goes into the United Nations. the declarations of treaties that the United States has signed on to, you know, and people don't see it, people don't realize it, people don't understand it, you know, but I can see it, you know, when the Agenda 2030 came out, Agenda 2021 came. I mean, I read that shit like I was on, like it was something was wrong with me. You know what I mean? Like I went so far deep, and that's when I learned about the treaties, the covenant, the international covenant, and then the other treaty. You know, UNICEF. You know, all these other treaties that the United States signed. They don't sign them because they're not doing anything. And then when you see them moving and passing shit, you know, what are they doing? Obviously, they're going in that direction. You know, people say, "Oh, it's a new world order," or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They're moving in that direction. They got you thinking it's going to be this one way, but the reality is, before you realize it, waiting on that, you're going to be in the other new world order. Like, oh shit, how'd this happen? What the fuck? And this is the whole purpose of this video. People are so fixated on the internet conspiracy theories that they're not realizing what's going on outside of them. And what before they know it, chasing these conspiracy theories and exposing this and exposing that, you're going to realize, like, damn, they literally just, you know, they literally just fucking formed the new world order around me. Shit. I was waiting on this, but this happened. Or I was waiting on that, but this happened. Well, I was exposing this, but in reality it was this, you know? And when you stop and you look, you can see, like, okay, what the fuck are these people doing, man? Because just like with the whole, you know, everybody's fixated on everything's going all digital, and it's all digital, and everything's going to be digital. Digital. Mark of the beast, digital shots, digital. And would you look at the picture like, what the fuck you mean digital? The infrastructure ain't even here yet. So far away from that shit, it ain't even funny, you know? So far. Hold on, because I got an interruption coming. Hold on. So, you know, and that's what I see when I look outside. I'm like, what the fuck, man? People are worried about the internet, but they got this shit in schools, fucking up these kids. You know, people are on the internet, but every fucking year at the Pride Parade, that bitch is 100 times larger. And I see more and more people. Like, what the fuck? You know? I mean, people worried about this on the internet, but 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds are out here committing the most heinous crimes, man. You know? And, I mean, it's literally crazy. You know, and that's when it goes into also, I'm making a video. I'm making so many goddamn videos. Like I always tell you guys, I got more videos not made than actually made. You know, not made. You know, I got more videos not made than actually made. But anyways, it's a video about Myanmar, right? Now it's an Asian nation, right? An Asian country that is under a military rule, but they got two forms of government. If you look at what they're doing right now, this is what they're going to do to the United States. If you look at Venezuela, this is what they're going to do to the United States. This is how you break a country. This is the formula to breaking apart a country. This is how they do it. You know, they eat it from the inside out. So first, they got to break it down, the infrastructure, of course. They got to get crime on the rise, right? So that you'll accept more tyranny. I mean, when motherfuckers are literally coming in your house and the cops ain't coming and shit like that, and, you know, they're going to be casualties because this is a war. They know there's going to be casualties. This is a fucking war, right? So by them knowing there's going to be casualties and this is a war to these fucking people, they don't give a fuck, you know? They don't care. You know, so when you just look at that whole thing, I advise anybody, look at Venezuela and look at how Trump has connections to Venezuela and all that other shit. And, you know, like the whole story, even around that time, was like they're showing you what they're going to do ahead of time. And the whole Trump facade, right? The next election, now DeSantis and Trump are beefing, kind of. They're splitting them two groups up because they want us all to fight when it comes to the next election. They needed to be in such disarray that, unfortunately, they're going to have to call for something. It's going to be split. They're going to make it obvious Donald Trump wins or some shit. Or they're going to make it obvious Donald Trump loses. Something. But I think it's more of a, I don't know, because you got to look at the way the energy's flowing. Because at the same time all this is going on, people are waking up, man. So remember, this is war, spiritual battle. So yeah, they got all these agendas, but if people ain't going for it, they got to fall back. They got to change their tune, or they go through it and try to just ruffle through the motherfucking trenches, you know, like they did with Mr. 19. They wasn't ready for that, but they just said, fuck it, we got to go with it. Because they remember they tried this with Ebola and had to scale it back and stop, and it just vanished within thin fucking air. People got amnesia, man. People forget. People can't remember, you know, because people are so asphyxiated. Even truth community being awake, people are asphyxiated on the next thing. They've trained us to, the next thing. Oh, it's this, it's that, you know. Now that was so many years ago. It's this now. This is where they're going. You know, that's how they keep us, man. The fucking donkey with the fucking bone or whatever it is. The rabbit with the carrot in front of it that never gets it, that just keeps seeking and chasing it, you know? So, you know, I mean, you know, look at these nations and you can see this is how they did it from the inside out. Even Obama said this shit. If you're not with us, you're against us. He even said it. You'd be destroyed from the inside out. He talked about the damn United States with all these other nations, you know? He was talking, if you ain't with it, he meaning you. It don't matter where you at, what nation you in. These motherfuckers are global thinkers. They're globalist psychopaths. Even when they talk sometimes, you could tell they're not talking about, they ain't even fucking talking to the United States. That's why when you see these presidents go to other countries, the dumbass Americans think they're talking about America. No, bitch, they're selling you down the river, talking about the global infrastructure. Build back better. Dumbass Americans talking about the United States. You dumb fuck, they're talking about going against the Belt and Road Initiative. Ain't got shit to do with the United States. They want to build the infrastructure to the world fucking order. All right? It ain't them countries like, nah, you know what? We don't like your Build Back Better. So they switch it up to the PEG. The PG, whatever the fuck. You know, Pacific something initiative. Build Back Better has been gone. People still talking about, Biden wants to build back. Where the fuck you been? PG2, that's what it's called. You know? And that's why you see what you're seeing. This is why what's going on in Myanmar is going on in Myanmar is because of the Belt and Road Initiative with China. All right? This is why they're going through that over there. Myanmar said, sure, yeah, we're right with you. United States like, fuck you. We're going to fuck you up too. No. You know? And I'm not talking about I'm talking about United States corporations and elites that don't want to give up all their power and lower their power. Like these greedy motherfuckers, man. You know? What's good, Rich? You know? They don't want to give up relinquish no power. You know, and this is this whole electric infrastructure. Like I sit back and I look at that, I'm like, we don't have an infrastructure for all EV vehicles. You know? I know we talk about it all the time and people talk about it, people go overboard. Oh man, it's all electric. That's all you do is talk about it. What do you see? What are you doing? Like, it's to the point, like, why are people even fucking bothering? Oh, we're gonna go. They're trying. No, they're trying. They're trying in their mind to head us to those directions. All right. And why does the United States have to jump to electric so fast? Because the fucking China is too powerful, too big, and too much. All right. And there's a government. The United States already has two governments. One that's with it, one that's not. There's the Communist Party of China controls a lot of the United States government. But there's a good part of the government that is a good government. Otherwise, we would have been already done with. You know, there's something here that's still holding together. All right, it's not all. It's not all bad. We think. I mean, you look at it like, man, all these motherfuckers corrupt. No, because it would already went the way it had to go, and ain't shit we could do about it. You know. So, this whole thing with this electric shit is they trying to sell this shit. These psychopaths, all right, that are in power in the highest echelons of life have this whole electric shit because they want to control more, right? Think about it. If you look at where all this stuff for these batteries is mined, who has control of it? Who has control of this shit? All you gotta do is follow that part. People like follow the money. Hell no, money ain't fucking real. Follow the resources. Now you start getting answers. You follow the resource. You're like, damn, fuck all the places where all this electric shit, United States done destroyed and took over and run those areas. Huh? That's interesting. Who's the ones that don't want to play ball? Well, all the ones that are oil rich. They're all oil rich countries. They ain't fucking with that. The Belt and Road Initiative with China, they incorporate electric and oil. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. But what is it with this other entity that wants everything electric and you to have no oil? Get rid of all oil and all natural gas. What kind of psychopath fucks are these? Because if you look at the Belt and Road Initiative, I'm like, I love it. Cuts the United States off. All right, fuck the world. It leaves us in a whole landmass from Alaska all the way down to fucking South America, to the tip of that bitch. You can probably swim to Antarctica in the fucking freezing water or whatever the hell it is and go look at the ice wall or whatever it is, or curve around the motherfucking ball back to the fucking North Pole. We might get the answers then. I'm all for the Belt and Road Initiative. Fuck it, cut the United States off, let us suffer. We'll figure it out. We got every resource we need from the tip of Alaska all the way down to the tip of fucking Antarctica. We could be a powerhouse. Why they don't want that is because then the people of this land's tip of that to the tip of the top will prosper because we wouldn't have no choice but to prosper because we don't need to export no more. It's all here. I'm all for that shit. Cut us off, China. Y'all ain't gonna come over. Think about this shit. Why would China want to come blow up the United States? Go to war with the United States over here? They don't give a fuck about the United States. It ain't even connected by land. They don't care. They're like, why waste resources and why fuck with the American dollar when we could just create our own shit? We got enough money. We helped create the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Fuck these people, man. Fuck these people. And that's what you're seeing, a battle at the top. And, we're caught up in conspiracy theories, When you look at it, this is what they're doing. The whole shit is about disruption. The whole COVID shit disrupted the entire Belt and Road shit China's doing. Yeah, there's other shit that we are. Yeah, it's all mad agendas rolled into one. Right? Because during that whole COVID shit, there was also a fucking big ass oil standoff. Big as a bitch, and a lot of people missed it. Big ass oil standoff. There was a huge oil standoff, with Russia. And Russia was like, fuck we don't care. We ain't using your shit no more. We're gonna go over here to it was the petrodollar. They were like, nah, we're gonna fuck around over here. United States, yeah, oh, you are. All right. You forgot all your shit is in the US dollars. We'll just seize assets and anything that is attached to that American dollar. And it forced China to sign another deal with the petrodollar. Not China, Russia. To sign another deal with that petrodollar. Remember all that shit going on with that oil? Man, fucking that gas went so cheap and they were paying a bitch to go, hey, look, because you can't shut the oil off. You can't shut that shit off. It's blood. You can't shut it off. It's blood. How you going to shut the oil off? That shit kept pumping. Everything was shut down. That shit got Everything got full. They was looking for places to dump. I mean, this shit is real. That shit really happened. They were looking for places that had storage for oil that's been gone for a long time, to open that bitch up, refurbish that bitch just to pour oil in the shit. They were giving the oil away. Hell, if you could refine it, we'll give it to you. Like what? Because you can't shut it off. Nobody was going nowhere. A lot of people miss that. So it's a lot, man. During that whole Mr. 19, a lot of shit was going on. That shit's fucked China up. And who's been the target? China. Who do we see propagating? China. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's this, because they're going to be the scapegoat of the next big fucking terrorist attack. It's going to be China, because they need to stop this Belt and Road Initiative from moving forward. Will they succeed? I doubt it. I doubt it. That's why you see shit break out with these. Oh shit, this motherfucker. You might see Jay-Z get exposed in the whole music industry because the Chinese Communist Party, the elites at the top. Whatever this battle is, I don't know what it is, but it's at the top. Because it's some type of power structure. Because how Chinese Communist Party, which now the Jesuits entered China back early stages of way before America was even fucking thought about on the map. They've been over there. Look that shit up. A lot of the Chinese architecture has Jesuit symbolism in the shit. It's crazy, man. A lot of the Chinese architecture, you go, oh, that's just Chinese. No, look close. You'll see the symbolism inside of that motherfucker. I showed some Chinese people this shit. Yo, they was like, wow, I didn't even see that. So they've been there. So you got to look at like what's really going on at the top. What is really going on. And this is where they want you looking at all this shit. Meanwhile, they doing this shit. You got Ukraine going on. That's Belt and Road Initiative. The shit that's going on in Myanmar right now. That's Belt and Road Initiative. Syria, Iran, Belt and Road Initiative. Korea, Belt and Road Initiative. Because China's like, fuck that. Fuck America. They just like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. That's what they saying. Ain't y'all tired of this shit? China ain't never go over to no Middle East and fuck the Middle East up. China actually built the shit up. China's building up Jamaica. China's building up got into Puerto Rico. Venezuela shook hands with Syria, Iran. Who's backing them? China. This is why you see all this shit. United States like, oh, they in panic mode. They're in panic mode. This is the New World Order, the World Economic Forum. They're playing the puppet strings. Meanwhile, they got to get all the people on board. The ones in the governments that ain't on board yet, But the thing is, the United States got to take a different turn, USA got to take a different turn, guys. And eventually, because there's resources in the United States, but to the rest of the world, they don't need them. There's nothing in this landmass that the other sides of the world need at all. Nothing. Ain't even people in this bitch. 350 million Americans or whatever they say, and however many Canadians they say, they don't need none of us, man. There's more people in a fucking like. Let's see. Let's do it real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's see real quick. Okay, there's 38 million people in fucking Canada. All right. Let's just say 39 million. We're going to round it up. 39 million, all right, in Canada. Plus, they say 360 million in America, right? All right, that's 309. That's almost 400 million people. Now we go Mexico. Okay. Mexico has 126 million. So you figure we'll do 100 and we'll go to 130 million. We'll even add some motherfuckers. We'll do what they do. So that's 529 million people from Canada, United States, Mexico. Now you can put on all them, all them little South American countries in there. You probably got another. We'll just add 100 million. We know it ain't that much. We would add 100 million. Now you got 629 million people on this landmass. Why the fuck do they need? They don't need anything over there. Think about it. This landmass from Alaska to oh no, we gotta add up. My bad. We gotta add up. Hold on, I'm missing a whole fucking landmass. Hold on. We got a population of Brazil. Okay, they got 200 million. So now we going up. 214 million. All right. Now we're gonna do Venezuela. All right. They got 28 million. Okay. We'll say 30 million. We up to 873 million people. All right. And what else we got? Fucking Peru. Ain't that many people in Peru. 33 million. Chile, 19 million. Ecuador, 17 million. So we're gonna go. We'll go 20. We'll go 20. We'll go 40 plus 35. That's 75 million. We'll add another 75 million. That's all them little nations down in South America. So now we at 948 million. So let's just say 1 billion people, because there's a little other countries that got a little bit of people. All right, we got it. So let's just say we got 1 billion people on this landmass. Now, how much does the rest of the fucking world that they're already attached to Australia, all right? All the little islands, the whole fucking landmass that is connected, it's just the United States. I mean, it's just Americas, all the Americas. So you figure they say 9 billion, they probably lying their ass off. But so let's just give it a better out. 6 billion people. China's like, why are we going to worry about 1 billion people when we could be dealing with the rest of the world that's got about 6 billion people? All right. And that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Behind the scenes, that's what they're doing. And there's some United States interests that are in bed with that, and corporations that are in bed with the Belt and Road Initiative. Trump is, he's in with it. So you got to ask yourself, what's really going on, man? What the fuck is really going on here? You sit back and you got to look at this shit. All right, they want a new world order. Well, what kind of world order they really want? What are they going to? What's the infrastructure look like? Look how far it took us. I mean, look how long it took us to get to where we're at. We give them too much power. These motherfuckers ain't got, what we think they got that fast. I mean, look at the United States. It's a shithole. United States, technology-wise, as far as infrastructure, is a fucking cesspool shithole. Like, we're so far beyond, it's not even funny. Yeah, they got some cameras and some fucking tracking equipment. All right. They need bodies, all right? People are like, oh, the cyborgs, the robots, and all this shit. Okay, where are they at? Who's making them? They got a couple here and there, robot dogs and shit. All right, I get it. All right, ain't nothing that people can get in bulldozers and steamrollers and just fuck all that shit up real quick. All right, ain't no robots gonna come doing nothing because a robot is a threat to fucking humanity. They ain't even got no what you call it for that. There's no, what do they got? They got to destroy the nation first to create new shit, new laws, new regulations for all this shit. People forget we got a whole step to destroying the ways of the United States and American dollar before we can even get anywhere. People are like, oh, the food shortages. Oh, they're gonna take out the grid and shit. Okay, they take out a grid. I mean, they got to come back online. This is gonna take a long fucking time. All right, for an infrastructure. Now, a bad situation, that shit could happen when I get off this stream, during this stream. Or next thing you know, we're in a crisis again. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about we got to sit back and look outside what the fuck these people are doing. You know, you really got to look at what they're doing. You know, and then in order for them to get to this Belt and Road Initiative, this whole, you know, this whole new China superpower, right? Which is incorporate all these other nations. The United States could just say, okay, we sign on. But these bitches want to fight. Why do they want to fight? Why can't they just accept this shit? Who is they? You know, what family? We don't even know whose power structure is doing this. It's, you got to see there's somebody in a group that wants to go some way, and there's another group that's like, no, fuck that, because they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. So there's obviously two forces at each other. And that's what a lot of people are missing. Like, okay, who's the forces? You know, you sit back and look, okay, China's trying to go to this. When you look at the whole thing, United States is totally cut out. Then you look at what United States is doing around the country, you're like, oh, well, these are the hands. Who's the players? We don't know, but there's a power. These power structures are obviously fighting. They're obviously targeting China. I do believe that they are doing some kind of chemical they're doing some kind of chemical something on China. I do believe they're doing something over there that keeps them where in a you know, I know that they got to be doing something over there, you know, because it's just people are dying and sick, you know. So they're definitely doing some chemical weaponry over there. You know, I don't get into the biological unprovable warfare shit, because when you do the research, it comes back to chemical. It only becomes bio when it gets into the body and life. So that would tell me it's a chemical weapon, all right, that gets in the body and makes it biological. That's why I could look at the skies and be like, shit, there's about to be a wave of sickness. I could look at the skies, I could look at the temperatures. I'm like, all right, it's about to be a sickness around this bitch. And everybody gets sick, go to the stores, cough medicine's gone. They're all ravaged through. Everybody's running around sick, and you know, everywhere you go, sick. You know, so it's like, you know, we ain't no fucking Nostradamus, so how the fuck we can see this shit and figure it out? So something is definitely, you know, going on, you know? And look at the Ukraine thing. When you look at it, that is where China is one of the main arteries for a pipeline, a rail line, natural gas line. Why is there a fucking war there? When Zelensky came on the World Economic Forum and said Ukrainians are cheap. Oh, I don't mean cheap and people cheap, but cheap labor, cheap, cheap, cheap. Bitch, you know what it was. And you were speaking in a fucking foreign language, but you come to the United States and talk perfect fucking English. What the fuck kind of shit is that? You know? What kind of shit is that? You on the World Economic Forum talking to Klaus Schwab, this bitch talking in fucking English. You over here talking in Ukrainian, but you could speak perfect English. How the fuck does that make sense? You know, who is you talking to? You know, that's the shit that I look at. Okay, this motherfuckers are speaking other languages. Who the fuck is he talking to? You know, why would you just speak English? Schwab is speaking English. You come over to the United States, right in the motherfucker where the motherfuckers was running a capital psychological operation. You know, you in the same shit talking English, reading the script. Couldn't have read the script any fucking better, you know? So, you know, when you look at this shit, man, you're like, you step back, you look at, okay, what are they doing? Well, I already know. United States got to be ripped apart. This shit seems highly likely. This type of shit right here that I put on the screen, and this is a Russian professor predicting how the US will split, right? Look at look at the South. They want people to flock to Florida, thinking DeSantis, oh, it's more freedom down there. Texas, you know, all these other states, Alabama, all these little states, you know, think about it. And they want you to, you know, we already know what's going on from fucking uh the West. You go out there, you could just smell the fucking communism. You know, Colorado, I used to love going there, but you can feel the takeover of communism and shit. It's straight communism on the West Coast. East Coast is like the democratic liberal bullshit. All the way up and down that motherfucker, you can feel that shit shifting over. It stops right about Richmond. You know, I travel this corridor all the time. That bitch has got that energy going all the way down. And then you go down to Texas, all through Kentucky, fucking parts of, all that. Cincinnati, Cleveland, all that shit. You can feel that liberal ass energy. It stops. Shit, it's all the way down to fucking. It stops around. I say, as soon as you pass Little Rock, that shit starts to stop. You know, Oklahoma, you don't feel that shit. You know, Midwest, you don't feel it. But yeah, it's weird, man. It's really weird. Really is weird. But definitely, it's gonna cut the United States. If you see what they're doing, the propaganda, what they're doing to us. These are the routes they're taking, man. They're gonna split the nation up. They're already slightly doing it. You got the crime that's through the fucking roof all across the United States to set up military to be on the streets. I already know here because I pay attention to my community. This community is calling for military on the streets. So it's already happening, man. It's no doubt how they're going to do this. We're going to be under a military rule, military tribunal. Think of why they don't want nobody in jail. They need these bitches empty. Then everybody going to jail. And we'll be all cheering it on. Yeah, get those fucking terrorists, Marxists, communists off the streets. Well, guess who else got that energy? Yep. Well, you can't have no guns. Too much gun violence. Don't you agree? You get caught with a gun, military prison. No, we're not under martial law. It's military rule. It's different. You got a tribunal. You go in front of a judge. Your charges will be, you'll be handled accordingly. Dignity with humanity under human rights. Whether it's UN, military, or whatever the fuck. It's coming. People think, oh, the COVID shit tracking. No, this is for some military tracking type shit. All right, check in, bitch. Where you going? Oh, you got to go see your family in New York? Where are you from, Texas? Or you got to go through the border. You can't bring any of that up here. We got to search everything. It's going to be like going to fucking Canada. Think about it, man. Think real hard. And look at the propaganda. Watch how they roll this presidential shit. They're going to have somebody come out the woodwork, some new motherfucking face. Watch. Just watch, man. They passing laws about, for the Chinese, because Americans get fucking stupid, and they start targeting, Asian people because of what they see on the fucking TV. So they got to pass, laws because they're going to use China as the evil bad guy, Meanwhile, everything you own got China on it or some Middle Eastern nation, right? Think about it. You done use these people for how many years? It's payback time. It's payback time. Oh, America, built off an illusion. So, sorry I'm not reading the comments. I'm just kind of free throwing the thoughts I wanted to get out. But, yeah, man, we got to step back and look at what the fuck they doing. Fuck all the other shit. We know they're doing that too. All right. But what are they really doing? Look outside your door. They're destabilizing the United States, making crime go through the fucking roof so you can accept. Even you, truther, gonna want more police because it's gonna be out of control. Murders, rapes, burglaries, robberies. Matter of fact, I'm about to ride by the Amazons in my area before I go do what I gotta go do. I'm gonna ride by the Amazons little ass Rochester. All right. Got these fucking Amazons that are so goddamn big, it makes no sense. Amazon ain't, they got big fucking money, right? I don't know where they making it from, but they are a futures company, meaning they know the future is they're gonna be the gods. All right. They're gonna be the gods because they're gonna have a service that comes out that they're gonna offer any business. You can sell your shit here on the internet. All you need is a warehouse or whatever the fuck. We'll do it all. You know, all these businesses now, you know, small businesses end up, you know, not being able to stay in a business because they're getting robbed, you know, all kind of shit, man. They're getting robbed. The shortages, they're going to make the items, they already gave us hints. They're going to make the items, I got to get some water. They're going to make the items, right, that drunk or something. They're gonna make the items that. Hold on, rock out with some purple beats. I gotta get some water real quick. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Shout out to all you guys. Um, yeah, there's a lot of predictions. It don't matter who wrote it. There's some, there's a lot of articles that even U.S. government um, people in the government have talked about splitting the United States. There's actually, damn, I'm on the phone, but I was actually met a group of people who I think it's called the O something CS, the ORCS or some shit, and they're actually pushing. I mean, this shit is already going on. Like, there's petitions. There's actually states already signed on to be separate from the federal government. Like, there already is. This is already in the works. You know, I think it's the convention, the Republic Convention of the United States. I met them at one of the Trump rallies that I was recording down in, I don't know, one of them states, maybe Florida or Texas or some shit. No, they were in Florida and in Texas. But anyways, because I still get the emails. They have about 18 states that signed on to be separated from the federal government. Like, and there's like legislators and all that shit signed on to that shit. So the shit is real, man. Breaking apart the United States is not. something that's far-fetched, and I mean, it is what it is. People don't want to realize that, hey, that's on you. People are still living in this American dream and thinking that, oh no, it's gonna go on forever. No, get out of that shit. This shit, it's a wrap, man. It's been a wrap for a long time. It's just, hey, it's how you foreclose a business. Is it's slow, and your main concern is the employees. You know, what's your social security number? That's a fucking EIN. You know, so yeah, people got a concept of this bitch gonna keep going forever, and nothing's gonna happen, and we're gonna stop the new world order. Well, you better get to getting. You know, so yeah, there it is. The Convention of States. Exactly. People don't even know about that. Too many people too busy on the internet watching shit. Get out on your feet, man. You meet these people. This shit is real. It's real shit. It's entire states from governors down that are like, we want, it's shit. They're like in courts, like we want to be separated from the federal government. And through the states, they're all countries. This shit is one of the most highest probabilities ever. You know, it really is. The whole COVID accelerated that shit. A lot of regular average fucking people don't know. The truthers don't know. They're too busy. We're too busy on the internet truthing. You know, we're too busy on the internet truthing, not realizing that your fucking compadres are out on the streets. They may not know what you know, but they see the fucking train fucking coming. The person that told me about the Belt and Road Initiative wasn't even a truther. I ain't even know about the shit. And then I started researching it a couple years ago. So, people get caught up in chasing conspiracy theories. And no, dude, all you got to do is go. There's a fucking 100,000 people talking about what you're talking about. There's new people that woke up that has got this. They can do all that exposing. We don't got to even do it no more. We need to be moving on to other shit. But yeah, this internet world, man, keeps you busy, and that's how they want it. They deliberately put out shit and do shit so conspiracy theorists can go crazy. You think they don't know that we know that they be staging shootings? So they probably stage some just to keep us into that loop, man. This is psychological warfare at all fronts. Like, we're getting hit left and right and left, up and down, So, yeah, this is real shit, man. So the United States breaking apart is some high probabilities, man. Look at the Real ID. They're telling you what the fuck they're gonna do. Real ID. It was all, you had to be compliant before 2022. Now they scrapped that because of the whole COVID. They pushed it back to, I think, 2025 or some shit, 2024. I don't know. Remember the census was going on and COVID hit, and then now that the census pushed back shit. People don't look at that shit. People like, I don't follow politics and all this. This shit ain't politics. Some of this shit ain't politics. It's just what's happening. I don't follow politics, but I go get a driver's license and follow all the laws. Like, what the fuck? Make sense of yourself, But I don't follow politics, but I get my license and I go down and I register for everything. I registered for this and I registered for that. I put new stairs in. I went and got a permit for that, and I just did everything that I was supposed to do. But I don't believe in politics. What the fuck? Makes no sense. We need to know what these motherfuckers is doing. Motherfuckers be like, why are they building a wall around my house? You dumb bitch, you've been on the internet all fucking your whole life. You didn't realize this shit was coming? Wake the fuck up, But yeah, man. It is what it is, man. And I'm honestly, like I said, I'm all for it, man. Get the Belt and Road Initiative. Fuck the American dollar. Listen, all the get on the new fucking currency, whatever the fuck. I don't care if it's electric, solar currency, whatever the fuck kind of currency y'all create out of thin air, go ahead and create the bitch. Let United States, the whole fucking Americas fail and fall. Don't send no fucking cargo ships over here with oil or fucking plastic goods. Let us suffer. We'll figure it out. Then only the government left here can be like, well, we got plenty of oil here, guys. Let's get this nation back going again. Everybody get back to work. Now, who's profiting off of oil? Who benefits now? We supposed to be living like Kuwaitians and shit in Dubai. That's how we supposed to live. What the fuck? That's how we're supposed to be taken care of. We're an oil-rich nation, and we are the natives. We benefit from everything coming off of this bitch. Nope, not America. We just send everything away and profit. We're the slaves. Shit. So I'll just use a map as an example, man. It's a map is just an example. Each state is its own nation anyway. Each state is a fucking country. All states have a country. So all states have a constitution. This is just an example of a map. There's a bunch of them. So I'm just using this example. So while you're bullshitting, if the United States collapse, all that whole West Coast may become Mexico's once again. Y'all think it's a fucking game? People think it's a game, man? Better look hard. You know what I mean? Because you forgot them lands are stolen from Mexico. From the barrel of a fucking gun. All that shit was Mexico. Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, California, Nevada, all that shit was Mexican territory. They're still there. They tricked us, making it think like, oh, those are, the Indians, and those are, the Mexicans. They came up here, man. These motherfuckers been here. It can't be more clear. The names are still there in Colorado. It's just ridiculous how much is still left. And we're so tricked. You got Americans saying, they need to get out in their own country. What are they coming over here? Mexicans coming over here for? It's the most, literally these psychopaths got to sit back and just laugh their asses off of comedy from this shit. These dumbass Americans that fucking migrated over here from across the fucking sea are telling the people that been here to go back to their country. Wow, we did a number on these stupid fucking people. They can't even rationalize an obvious fucking thought. I thought it was strange when I was a kid. Why is there so many Mexicans out here? When I was a kid, I was born in Colorado, so I was always wondering, what the fuck? Why are there so many Mexicans out here? Why are there so many? And then you realize when you're going way out west and then you stop some of these places, you're like, oh, look at the Indians, Wait. Look at the Mexicans. Wait. Why do they look alike? And then you talk to some Mexicans, you're like, oh, yeah, my grandmother was from a tribe, down here, da-da-da. Wait, shit ain't adding up, Yeah. Because Mexico was very big. So when a Mexican say, yeah, we Mexican, they ain't going in their family history to tell you, that they were already fucking there, right? Yep. Just like down south, you have the darker complexion, Yeah. People that already been there, But like I always tell people, ain't nobody from fucking Africa, any of them African countries saying they got any relatives over in this bitch in them times. None. Ain't nobody over there looking for their long lost fucking family members in America. And ain't no goddamn Americans looking for no grandparents. My great great grandparents definitely wasn't on my black side. My grandmother died 2013, 107 years old. And her grandmother wasn't a slave. And ain't nobody come from no fucking Africa. And she was jet ass black. You know, jet ass black, the color of a motherfucking raisin. You know? So can't nobody tell me shit. Oh, you know, there was Africans and shit, you know, well, yeah. Well, they got a southern accent. All right, nobody was coming speaking Kumbuka, none of that shit. What are you talking about? You know, they had a native language. People forget about that one. Oh, English and this language. Oh, what about the native language? Like there's native language from the Choctaw Nation, the Chickasaw Nation. They have their own language. Like where'd that come from? Thin fucking air? You know? Where'd that come from? Like my cousin's a fucking Hebrew Israelite into the fucking Bible and shit. When our family members are attached to a tribe, had their own fucking language, ain't no fucking Bible in that language. What the fuck you talking about? Like, this shit is so bad, man, guys. It is so bad, it's beyond. It's just ridiculous, man. You know? Yeah, we is the lost tribes of fucking Israel. You know? Which is reality. We the lost fucking tribe. We don't know where the fuck. People don't know where the fuck they from. They just make up some shit. Or I'm a Moor. Or I'm this. They're from Morocco. Like, what the fuck? Even the Moroccans ain't even. What is going on, guys? You know? It's crazy, man. It's just mind blowing, man. Mind fucking blowing. It really is. So, you know? I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than that. So I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah, man. So that was my thought. Is step back and look at what they actually are doing. And what they actually are doing are fighting for a global infrastructure. All right. Called the New World Order, but they're painting a different New World Order. So you believe that one so they can form this one. You know? That's what they're doing. They making people die for the conspiracy theories instead of looking at them fucking up and forming their initiatives and their connections so they can get their shit drive going, you know? Because this Belt and Road shit, it just, you look at it all, it cuts the United States out. It don't need it. It does not need the one causing all the fucking problems. All right? And remember, it's business. It's control, yes, but it's business too. Business contracts, business. You know, these countries, they've signed on with China. You know, they've signed on. You know, and countries that aren't signed on are with the United States. Why are they with the United States? Because they're fucking a bully. United States bullying their ass. Like, no. You're not signing on with China, bitch. We're going to send some aircraft carriers over here, set them in your water. Go ahead if you want to. The whole Taiwan shit. You know, Japan. You know, Japan wants to deal with China and United States. United States like, what? What you mean? You know? A lot of the Chinese Communist Party running, selling assets, burning up their fucking homes in California, selling the real estate in fucking in Manhattan, and hauling ass to fucking other countries to save their assets. You know, because they know the ship's fucking going down, and the federal government is involved in that shit. You know, so yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It's definitely a lot. It is definitely a fucking lot. But America, I mean, it's not. It's gone. It's done. And it really is just, you know, oh, do you just, you know, lay down and hunker down? It's like, nah, more people need to be aware of what's going the fuck on. And You know, honestly, my solution is like, if people will wake up and say, look, let them do what the fuck they're gonna do with, educate people on what they're doing with the trying to link this world together. Say no, fuck it. We got everything here. It'll make our whole everything about our lives better. All right, this is the one Amazon place. All right, this shit big as, oh, let me remove this shit. This shit big as a bitch. This shit is massive. All right, on camera don't look that big, but it's huge. All right, it's really really big, and it's on property that they're gonna build another one. All right, now they built this shit, and over here is the old Kodak. It's mad vacant buildings, mad warehouse space, and this is why they built this over here, because next to it is more warehouse space from Kodak. This whole area is Kodak. I eventually think they're going to take over all these buildings over here. All right, I just see it. I mean, it just makes sense, you know, because this was a strategic location to put this, and also the other strategic location was in Gates, which is a suburb of Rochester that's big as hell in the other area where Kodak was also expanded. Kodak fell off, but there's a lot of vacant buildings, a lot of occupied leases that smaller businesses in that Amazon will just buy the whole fucking building, move them on out. And there's also space back here where they could build a whole nother one. And they are building something back here. I don't know what it is, but they are building something back there. I mean, there's nothing but space to build shit over here. All right. So, you know, I just see them, this is just this for now. And they're gonna expand. And I mean, Amazon was doing fine before. Why they need this big motherfucker over here? And I'm gonna drive to the other one, which is even more massive, you know. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is the one Amazon place, and it is huge. But for me, I mean, Amazon been doing good here for how long? So why they need this big shit and the other big shit? It just means something locally is gonna be needed for something. They gotta get I just see it, man. I mean, they got Hertz. They don't even, I told you guys before, there's not enough trucks like available. They can't make them fast enough. So they literally got just like, I mean, anything they can get their hands on. They bought old UPS trucks, painted them fucking the color of their shit. Like, they really are. It's crazy, man. This company is crazy. Like, when you look at it, like, there's no way this company makes any money. You know? There's no way in hell they make money. I don't think I can get out this way. But there's no way that they can, there's no way they're making money. To build all these warehouses, have all this shit just by simply just people ordering packages and bringing them home. How the fuck does that work? You know? So, yeah, but anyways, and all this goes into, you know, they got to keep the economy still going when, you know, whatever happens, happens. Whatever that is, happens, man. It's a big plan, and, yeah, it's going to change the scope of of our reality, just like Mr. 19 did. That was just a test, you know? But, you know, so. But yeah, let me see. It was a good sheriff. John Bryant, understand that. That's all on the side out. Shit's going down. Third circuit is here, building full of trucks. That's the same. It said literally. further divide us. Okay, I don't know what the conversation is. Oh yeah, that's definitely karma's definitely coming to America. I mean, you can't. The American people are complacent in this shit. So, it's gonna come back. The energy to put out. USA, USA. Meanwhile, when you're in those countries and there's children, women, and just regular people who what's gonna happen to us happen to them. And when those soldiers come kicking in your fucking door and you got your AR and they're speaking a different language and they might just be saying whatever they saying and they see you with a gun and boom, you're gone. That's what they did over there. Government said, get your motherfucking AKs, protect your family at all costs. They coming. So U.S. soldiers go over there, they can't speak a fucking language. These motherfuckers like, Allah Akbar, I don't know, no. And U.S. soldiers are told to kill. Boom, they got a gun, shoot them dead. Killing whole families and shit. That shit's coming back full circle. U.S. destroying nations and raping resources, doing all that shit man, that shit gotta come full circle. It's gotta be every great civilization falls because it gets out of balance. The only way to bring it back to balance is it's gotta fall. So people, motherfuckers still caught an American dream thinking it's gonna be all right. That's why I do what I do every fucking day, because it ain't gonna be all right. Every day I wake up is a struggle, because I'm like, yo, fucking everybody around you is like in a fucking zombie. Then you get on the internet and they even a fucking zombie. And it's like, when are people gonna get it? It's a wrap for this shit, man. You should either be getting mad, preparing, trying to do something, trying to make something happen, instead of doing nothing. That's why the internet, man, is to the point where it's like it's an energy on the internet. That's like I was talking about earlier, how these motherfuckers, these youth doing all these crimes and people crazy so fast. They not there's some type of energy, which is evil ass internet. I don't even think it was created by humans, whatever it was created, but whatever they do, they know how to move energy. And the reason, we haven't figured it out. We ain't coming together on the fucking internet. It ain't even a possibility. It should be obvious by now. We can't. You could come together in whatever you're doing. But when it's other people with other concepts, it's impossible. And that's how the internet, it's a net. It's a web. It's a net. It's a web. And you look at it, man. People are caught up in concepts. Oh, shit, am I going the wrong way? Oh, fuck. It's an internet. It's a web. It's a concept. And people are caught up in concepts of beliefs, new religions, and just further divided. If honestly, the whole truth shit is more divisive than religion, because everybody got their own little thing they believe in, and that's it. They ain't gonna believe in shit else. They ain't gonna do shit. They got a beef. Oh, it's not exactly how I believe, so I don't believe it. It is what it is. And that's what we're seeing. That's why it just ain't never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. People too busy, and it is what it is, man. I hope one day it'll happen, but man, you look around, that shit ain't happening. Motherfuckers ain't coming together. We or whatever the fuck the word is. Compartmentalize. I can't even pronounce the fucking word. Y'all know what I mean. Into concepts of our mind. And, just because we don't believe in that, we haven't figured it out in ourselves. We don't believe in that. We put every blockade in front of us except for the one that we actually need. That's why I can get along with anybody. I don't give a fuck when they, hey, look, I rock out with you. Listen, you know the problem, I know the problem. Shit, I'm out here. While I'm out here, I'm gonna tell about, what I know and what I do and whatever. But I fuck with what you're doing. So that's why I can get along with anybody, a Christian, a fucking Trump supporter, even a liberal, whoever. If I can get along with anybody, I don't care. Because I can put down, the messenger. I can put down the differences. They have molded us. They programmed us to be like that. People don't realize when you look at what a human being nature is supposed to be, you realize real quick, like, damn, I ain't supposed to be like that. I ain't even somebody put this concept, thought, and belief in my brain. This shit is hindering me from, it's hindering me. So, yeah, man, they've done the number on us, man, in more ways than many. All right, give you a job. You're too busy. You ain't got a job. You ain't got no money. See how easy that is? Slave shit, man. Yeah, compartmentalize. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Wonderful world of we're in. So it yeah. So that's all. That's the main message is look outside your fucking windows, your eyeballs, and take it outside, man, and see what the fuck going on, because it's bad. See what's actually going on in your areas, in your communities. It's bad. Then you wonder why the kids are all fucked up. The kids that ain't got that hold them. And right now, strict parenting and closeness is what's going to save the youth, the children. Got to be strict. Strict with love, though, and understanding. Not strict with, like, dumb shit, like just strict to be with no fucking reason. I've always been strict with a reason and understanding, Like, yo, this is because of this, it is what it is. But this Amazon place over here is just shit. It's just insane. Like, it even got a skyline now. Like, it's so damn big. So yeah, man. This is where we're headed, man. You look, you can see they're literally passing laws like crazy. Like, these people are getting caught with guns, shooting, robberies are back on the street. That means they're literally telling them you can go do it again. I mean, yeah, eventually you're gonna go to prison and shit, but it's a process to that. So, crime, theft, stealing, it's all legal right now. It's all legal. Why do I say it's legal? Because even with security, the people stealing. I watched this shit. I recorded it. Watched the dude walk out with a big ass, moved like 100 pounds. He got a fucking 444, quadruple X jacket on with probably 10 jackets underneath, packing clothing and all kind of shit in it. Security just looks at him and watch him walk out the door. Even with security, you can't do anything. That's bad. That's worse than even a third world country. Because a third world country, okay, the people gonna be like, nah, hell, the people gonna try to stop that shit. And in a third world country, you come up into the business looking all suspect, bitch, you ain't coming in the business, or they watching you and they ready to draw on your ass. Anything you move wrong, bitch, they're pulling out. They got illegal firearms, and business owners in some of these countries can have firearms. They pulling that bitch out and what? Pow! They gonna ask questions later. Cops gonna come thank them, and they'll drag them out, drag the body out, and whatever they do with them, I don't know. Because it's like that in other countries. And will it get like that here, or will they try their I don't know if they want to go that deep and hard, so fast. But the criminals are. The criminals are getting that brazen, like they're going in, gun out, deep, jumping out of the car because they know the cops. By the time they get there, they're gone, and then they know that there's chase laws and chase regulations. So, yeah, man, it's bad. We ain't never seen high-speed chases in Rochester, and then all of a sudden, that's all we see. And this Amazon building. I ain't been over here since it was nothing, and you can't even go that way now. But this is the Amazon building. It don't look big from the camera, but this bitch is 6 stories high. And I don't know what the fuck kind of warehouse this is, but it's probably automated because it looks like a building instead of a warehouse. It's super high, so it's probably got it could have a what do they call that shit? Rack-U-Tech system in there. My old job had a rack system in there, and the rack system was basically basically electronic warehouse where you just go on a computer, type what you want. Like if you want a pallets of this, boom, they're gonna come out it's like a giant fucking vending machine. So that's what they might have inside there, because this shit is huge. Like, it don't do justice. Like, you literally got to be here to see how massive this thing is. But again, it's over in the Kodak area where there's a lot of vacant buildings and land to build more. And they said this is supposed to be open in this spring. It'll be open by summer. But this shit is crazy. I ain't been here since it was like a shell. Like a skeleton. But I do want to go that way, but this is a one-way. I want to go see the other side. But this is crazy. And this is Amazon in Rochester. Now, what do they need all this for? I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, Amazon been doing good deliveries and shit. I order a package by noon. The bitch is here tomorrow. So they're already doing good. So that's what I'm saying. They're doing this all around the nation, but it's like, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen? You gotta wait for the bus stop sign. So it's like, what's going to happen? So those are one things that, people should pay attention to more. What's going on in their local areas, because then you could see, like, okay, they're trying to raise crime. Well, for what? Remember, defund the police. It's all defund the police. Bail reform. Defund. What they're really doing is saying we need more police. I mean, we live in America. It's all about tyranny. Like, where's defund the police? Everywhere else you go, all right, okay, this is the thing that I don't get. Everything else is just straight tyranny, straight, like, I'm talking regulations. Everything you do in your everyday life, you go to any government building, it's like super secured, and like everything is like even more secure than it's ever been. And everywhere but the street, like, what? You go to everything is like so intricate, and like everybody got to do everything, we got to be so worried, but the streets, Like, I don't even get what is. I don't even understand that. But what's going on outside? Oh, what do you do? Man, they just broke in here, robbed the place. Cops come, 5 minutes are gone. Before it'd be a big scene, you know, all kind of shit. Now the motherfuckers gone. You know, so it's like, wait, everywhere you go, you know, there's all kind of uh, security and everything you got to go deal with. Like, a service is fucking secure as fuck, and you got to do all these protocols, get butt naked to go in a fucking courtroom or to get a form or whatever the fuck it is. You got to do all this shit, but yet on the streets, it's a free for all. I mean, think about that. So you know this shit is deliberate, you know? So you know it's deliberate, you know? So you gotta ask yourself, like, why are they doing this? All right, they're not untightening security. They're not de-policing any goddamn thing. You know, it's just a time period where they needed to go the way it needs to go. And then, like I said, man, I honestly, think about it. They want us to be mad at the police. Look at this damn building. Yeah, this is a like a rack building, like a logistics building. But look at the I mean, you have to see this in person to see how big this shit is. Bigger than a football stadium. All right, it's bigger than a goddamn football stadium, and it's about as tall as a football stadium. Like I said, it's 6 stories high, and it's called, I don't know what they're calling it. This is like the front of it right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drive on the front of it. It's crazy, man. Oh, it's called Amazon Fulfillment. Like, I don't know what that means. So it's Amazon Fulfillment. But it is crazy big. And that ain't office space. There'd be windows. So that is a giant ass vending machine warehouse. So I don't know, maybe it'll be some hub between Buffalo and Rochester, but they're building one in Buffalo too. So I don't know. Couldn't tell you. All I know is there's massive parking spaces. It's supposed to create a lot of jobs. So I don't know. I look at the way this parking lot's built, and I'm like, okay, they have an employee parking. This is in front of the building. So I don't know, man. Damn, it's a big ass speed hump. But you look at the parking lot. Okay, there's an employee parking the other side. This is for visitor entrance. So, but I don't think they're gonna have that many employees. And look at all the walkways they got. Like, they got all these different walkway signs all the way down. I don't know if you can see them, the yellow walkway signs, and all these speed bumps. Like, they want you to go slow right here. So that just lets me know that a lot of people are going to be dropping stuff off here. So I'm just saying, I could see the way the parking lot is as I look at the arrows going up and down, all these walkways. This is not for employee parking, and I don't think you're going in there to fucking have coffee. So yeah. Damn, you gotta drive this slow? Fucking. Anyways, you see all these yellow walkway signs all the way down. Yeah, this shit is huge. Look at that shit. Amazon, big as hell. So they got all these walk signs, so that means a lot of people are going to be going in and out of here. And the front of this kind of looks like a post office, so it probably is going to be a drop off. All right. So I don't know. It's a fulfillment center. Y'all probably know more than I do about Amazon. I really don't know, but it's definitely big as hell. Huge. So, but this parking is crazy. Like this parking, I mean, there's thousands of parking spaces. Because look, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So there's 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. I mean, there's over 1,000 parking spots. Like, why would you need this much parking? Tell you this is for some future shit, man. You know, and all these speed bumps, like, shit, you ain't driving fast through here. All these speed bumps, all this parking way down here, and this is not employee parking at all. Damn, I hope I don't scrape the car. So this isn't employee parking. Employee parking is on the side, and this is the building right here. This is like the front of this building. Like, look at this shit. I mean, it doesn't look big for the camera because I'm way back here, but like I said, it's 6 stories high, and yeah, crazy. But it just looks like, see this lane right here? Like, this is the walk lane. So you get out your car, you're going to walk down this lane, and that lane will take you right to and they got all these signs that, you stop for all the people walking. So that means it's going to be heavy traffic. So this is just how they build shit when they're going to have a lot of traffic, speed bumps everywhere. So, yeah, pretty wild if you ask me. And that's why I say, like, it's got to be some point that this is the only way your shit getting moved. If you're selling something, you come to Amazon and they're gonna get it shipped. What if it even think about it? If the government collapses, the post office collapses. Think about that shit. But then they'll enact, I don't know. If the government run out of money, you can't pay the motherfuckers to come to work. Ain't no mail coming. I'm just saying. These are just things that I be pondering. I was like, this just doesn't make sense here at all. Like, what are they doing that's so special? They need this big ass fucking thing. They've been doing fine. Like, what do they need this shit for? So that's what I look at. Will the post office collapse? Because this shit, that front hub looks like a giant fucking post office. And when it opens, I'm going in there because I want to see this shit. It's just too big. I mean, yeah, they ship packages. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but why do you need something this damn massive? And then you got the other place over there, that is actually doing. That's not even that Amazon don't have enough to even have that full. So what is this for? That's what I'm saying. If you go over there and look, it's big, but they're not even utilizing every bay, they don't have enough. Even during Christmas, it was busy, but it wasn't. I watched it. I'm like, it's busy, but it's not busy like they can't really, get packages out. It's not even. It just is what it is, But to have this one too, nah, hell nah. Something. Something's going on in the near future. You know, something's up. Just doesn't make sense. You know, like I said, could it be the post office? Hell, well, Amazon, we have the infrastructure, privatized, private business, you know, and then because you already know you got the United States Post Office and you got the United States Postal Service. The Postal Service is the one that's doing all the mail right now, operating commercially. So there's two post offices. You can see it right when you get in there. There's the United States Post Office, and then you see U.S. Postal Service. What we are using is the Postal Service. All right. It's like you can go get 2-cent stamps and mail it anywhere. You don't need all that other shit. Just ask for 2-cent stamps and get your mail on. Look how people used to think FedEx was big. Like, this is FedEx. This is the main FedEx hub. Like, people used to say, "Oh, FedEx is so big out there in Gates." Man, that shit looks like a fucking wing in the Amazon building. Like, literally, that ain't shit compared to Amazon, which is behind it. It's like comparing a goddamn high school gym to the goddamn Superdome or something. Like, that's FedEx right there. And that's big, but it don't even compare to Amazon. So I don't know. It just blows my mind. So it doesn't really, they're going to be picking up the slack. So that Amazon building has human-free sorting. Yeah, this is gonna be all retro tech. That's what it's called, retro tech. That's what we had in my old, when I worked at this old job. They call it retro tech. And the retro tech, man, that shit was amazing. They just stored all this big ass fucking automated warehouse. Like, you store mad shit, and you punch it in, and it'll place it all the certain sauces in one area. And when the truck come for delivery, okay, I need this sauce. You pump it in the computer, that bitch come right down, right to the truck, and rolls right off into the truck, rolls back. That shit was amazing. It was really amazing how that shit worked. So, you know. So yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, it's for an influx of something. It's for a definite influx, and because you look at the parking lot, that's for people coming. These other places, that ain't for people coming, unless they're gonna cut their deals with, the postal service, because they work hand in hand. And that's why I say, well, what if the postal service shuts down? The government shuts down or whatever, and the postal service can't operate. They just funnel the packages. All right, well, we're going to use that Amazon. Then they increase the fees and shit, and Amazon saves the day with its infrastructure, and the corporations, begin to start taking over. The government already says, well, COVID, I mean, businesses can do what they want. They already, it just is what it is. So, yeah, I know all that, Sheriff. I know how Amazon works. I'm just talking about how it's working here. And what you see, what's going on outside, is fucking every item's walking off the shelf. So eventually, stores going to close their doors. Home Depots and shit like that, they're going to close. Stores cut hours because, Walmart's not 24 hours in Rochester no more. The bitch closed at 11. All of them. They were all open 24 hours. Why? Because shit was walking off the shelves. You know? And at night, they would just come in and just fucking steal everything. So they just do it in the daytime now. So when all their merchandise is leaving off the stores, well, if I'm a Home Depot, right? If I'm a Home Depot and everybody can buy my shit online, I'm closing, or I got Amazon, I'm closing every fucking store and I'm putting it through Amazon. It's just a no-brainer. I mean, why would you waste time? Why would you pay employees, overhead, property, taxes and all that shit? No, just funnel it through Amazon. You know? Why would you even bother? So Best Buy, that store will definitely be gone real soon. You know? So yep. But this is all part of the game, man. They just made Grand Theft Auto legal, and the theft in the stores is just unbelievable, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get way worse, you know? Way worse. So, hold on 1 second. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Beautiful day out here, blue skies, real clouds, but only 20 degrees out. So, let me know if we're good. Give me a thumbs up. Let me get a thumbs up. Something, screen's frozen, says 0 on here. I'll wait. Okay, we're good. Thanks, Jay, True, Sarah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to come on and just tell people to, look outside, man. Because this internet shit is, and there is people that are doing shit, but they're on the ground. There is people. I know there's a lot of people in my area. They're caught into politics, but they're still fighting the good fight. And if they can wake people up to that shit, hey, people that's fucked up is good. Better than people doing nothing, watching football and fucking TV all fucking day, just eating McDonald's and shit. Everybody's not going to be the same, so, it just is what it is. So, it's one thing we gotta have allies. I get a lot of information from linking up with when I was going to the nurse protest. I met a lot of people that I'm attached to. I get a lot of information I would have never have gotten before, because a lot of us we're on the internet and we base everything off what we see on the internet, and then and it's beyond that. It's in your local areas, And that's when you begin to see, like, damn, this shit is really fucked up, So, it's crazy. I don't know if y'all seen New York City Chase Bank is shutting down ATMs at fucking 6 o'clock. 5 and 6 o'clock. ATMs, you can't get the cash out the fucking ATMs. Talking about because of danger of robberies and all kind of shit. This is in New York State, man. Shutting down the motherfucking ATMs. Let's see if I can post that picture. I think this is it. No, not that one. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Is this it? I think this is one it. Yep, right here. Apologies, we decided to close several ATMs, 5 or 6. Right? Think about it. What do they want to do in all our cities? It's gonna be where shit starts closing early. All right. Remember, we gonna do the new world order to ourselves. Motherfuckers looking for the boogeyman, waiting. Now they're gonna form that bitch all around you with your own people. Crime on the rise. All right. And everybody's gonna be begging for some type of security. When the government been securing your ass and you've been believing in they protect you and all that other shit, what's gonna happen to the sheep flock fucks when it moves out into the suburbs where they're gonna be begging for fucking tyranny to come? No, we need checkpoints. We need everything. No, we need everything. I'll give up. No, we don't even need guns anymore, guys. Oh my God, please just don't come in our neighborhood no more. Oh God, my neighbor has guns. Oh my God, someone might break in and steal his guns and shoot us all up. Oh my God, I'm so terrified. Oh my God, neighbor, I used to like you, but fuck you, man. You need to give your gun away. Our kids' future depends on it. Yeah, that type of shit. The shit I tell you every day to watch out for the motherfucker laying next to you. Because as soon as they hit the right button, your ass the problem. Point blank, period. Oh, the guy over there that he believes in this one. Yeah, he's going to be a problem. They ain't doing shit to us. We doing it all to ourselves. Just like the good old injection. The fucking wasn't no motherfucking cops there with assault rifles. Wasn't no military there with assault rifles saying, bitch, get in line. Nope. Look at all them lines. That was willful, voluntarily lined the fuck up. Remember that one video I did? The video was like fucking sped up 10 minutes long of how long the line was to go get the fucking magical miracle cure. You ever seen the Chick-fil-A lines? Yeah, they line up for fucking death. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're safe, they getting in line. They don't care. What the hell? They line the fuck up in droves. They're lined up in droves. Look at all the lines. I sit in front of a vaccine clinic for children watching the parents drag kids in. Ain't nobody with a gun. It wasn't even a fucking security guard. Nobody was there telling you to do nothing. We all witnessed the shit, in line like a motherfucker, like lined up for everything. Social distance. Motherfuckers still social distancing and wearing dick and balls around their face, for no reason. I get it. Some people are scared. Some people got to do it for their job. No, not some people are scared. Some people got to do it for their job. Some old people doing it. But I'm talking about the ones that just believe in this shit still. They run around with the dick and balls right in their mouth, just smacking every time they walk with their fucking diaper on their face. It's disgusting, man. Ain't nobody got a gun to their head. That's willful fucking stupidity right there. That's willful, brain dead ignorance. That's a sick person. So, yeah, man, when they hit all these buttons, don't look for them. It's like right now, crime on the rise and the grind come. Don't look for these motherfuckers. They ain't gonna be nowhere around. Look at Buffalo. Big ass snowstorm. Ain't nobody come help nobody. I mean, yeah, people did. But you know what I mean. For the masses, for the average, nah, ain't nobody coming. So imagine when the lights go out. Nah, they ain't coming. We already got too many calls. Them bitches like, it's too dangerous. Y'all sit tight. Wait till the shit come. Wait till we get word from the higher ups. Ain't no cops coming. Too dangerous. Streets too dangerous. You know? And then the good old, the other level kicks in. You know, the other button kicks in. All that, oh, I don't need a man shit. And oh, I'm an independent woman shit. Oh, yeah. When the lights go out. Yep. Believe me, when I saw all them fucking messages coming through, all 90% women, 100 fucking messages in 5 minutes. They need help. But this is the I don't need a man culture. You know they caught up in the I don't need a man culture. You know? Women with babies and shit. You know? I don't need a man. I'm good. Or I'm going to treat my man like shit and fuck him over and treat him like shit so he leaves, and then I blame everybody fucking else. You know? What happened to your last boyfriend? Oh, man, he was this and he did that. Well, what'd you do? Oh, you perfect, huh? Yeah, that's a part of the dating game nobody talks about. Everybody want all Mrs. Perfect and Mr. Perfect, but don't realize what the fuck they did, you know? What you do, you know? Even me, I ain't fucking perfect, you know? I learned. Damn, I done dropped another one of these things down here, you know? But anyways, so when the lights go out, boom. Another aspect of what they've created comes down. Lights go out, criminals come out, motherfuckers left to fend for themselves. The right to bear arms is, damn, I didn't get a firearm because I bought into this belief system. Oh my God, they're breaking in the neighbor's house. I hope they don't come in here. I don't have anything. Quick, honey, boil water. Quick, get a knife. Yeah, you better be able to use them shits. You know? Listening to daddy, that's what it got you. You know? You best believe shit go down. And I'm looking in the neighbor's house. I was like, they better not let them come through one of these windows. You know? The minute they go to touch the bitch, I'm breaking in the window. Because something's coming out the window. You know? I'm like, hey, look, you want to come in? Yo, there's a lot of shit in here. They won't know. As soon as they come in, black town. You know? So, I'm just saying, man, we gonna be left to fend for ourselves. They done told us too many times. You know? Is it gonna be an all-out? No. They're gonna do pockets. You know? Oh, the trucks can't go to that area. You know, whatever the fuck goes on. Who knows? You know? So, but yeah, man. So the point of this video was to get off the fucking internet sometimes, man. Stop chasing every fucking little story that comes out, every little conspiracies, everything somebody talks about and shit. And then when that goes off, you're looking for some other shit. And when that goes off, looking for some other shit all day. Worse than fucking television. What the fuck? You ain't even been outside. Some motherfuckers ain't even seeing sunlight. They under LED lights all day, LED screens and shit, and don't even see outdoors. Like, get some fucking air. I know it ain't much. You know, we got to do what we got to do. Even the air's fucked up. And like Rochester, this is the first sunny day in days. But you got to get out, man. What the fuck? You know, get out, move in your reality, man. Maybe some thoughts will pass. You'll be passing through the dimensions and hit some thoughts, you know? Maybe you'll see like, damn, I never saw that before. Wow. What's going on here? You know? So, yeah, man, just look out what's going outside of you, because these motherfuckers, what they saying ain't adding up. They talking all this electric car shit. Nah, that's a commercial they're trying to sell the fucking world. That's going to be like global warming. They can't get it done in the time they want to get it done. All their little cars can stop making that shit if they want to, but the other countries, they're still making them. Fuck you mean? They ain't talking about, we got oil-rich countries ain't fucking with that shit. You're like, what are you talking about? We ain't doing that. Fuck you mean? We know how to be self-sustainable. Fuck, we using oil in the cars. All right, well, fuck y'all. Americans, y'all banned the fucking machines to do the recycling that we cleaned up all our landfills and created fucking green energy. You guys banned the fucking machines in your country. Why'd you do that? You know? That's how sick this country is, man. They got fucking literally shit that can incinerate garbage and turn it into energy, but yet we got landfills. What the fuck? We got giant ass landfills that they dump garbage, and then they create these big ass mountains, and then with the methane gas goes to a fucking a containment area, and they sell it to us natural gas. They sell us the technology that is willfully ready for us. Ain't that crazy? You know? Natural gas pipeline shut off. What about the fucking natural gas that's coming from these fucking landfills? You know? What the hell is that all about? It's crazy, man. What's up with these windmills that ain't producing any kind of fucking energy for anybody? Where are these things at? Oh, those were just to manipulate the weather fronts and the jet streams and all that. Oh, now it all makes sense. Shits ain't generate no fucking power. How the fuck they generating this power? Where? Who's benefiting? You know? Shit. That shit is crazy, man. Yeah, normalizing curfew. Yep. Exactly what they're gonna do. Shutting shit down. You know, shutting shit down at early hours. You know, then they're gonna have their Sunday where it's, you know, everything's at rest for the planet. You have to do it for the planet. You know, for the planet. Shit is disgusting, man. But yeah, that's about my rant for today, man. You know, I just want people to take a look outside, man. Get off the fucking internet. Then you realize, like, shit, I gotta, you know, maybe it'll spark something in your ass. You know what I mean? Take a look outside. Look at your community, cities you live in. You know, what's going on there? You know, stroll up at one of your school board meetings or some shit or whatever. You know, see what's really going on. Be like, whoa, they ain't teaching them nothing in there. You know, it's a lot going on. Go to a store. You know, go to a store. Watch how much shit leaves the store while you're in there. You're like, damn, this motherfucker, they got $1 and a pot to piss in, a window throwing out. They got a full cart, and the cart heads right out the door. And then you see the workers just looking at them, shaking their head. Oh, there's nothing we can do. What the fuck? They don't even dial 911 no more. Don't even dial 911, guys. What the fuck kind of This is worse than a third world country, man. People like, oh, third world country, man. This shit is worse. At least the people have resistance, man. You know? I ain't saying I ain't gonna stop nobody from doing nothing. Fuck that. No, walking out the store, shit, I ain't stopping nobody from doing that. You know? But I'm just saying, man, this shit is worse than a third world country. You know? I don't think in a third world country, nobody is gonna walk into a small business without a firearm and steal anything. All right. They gonna get fucked up. Wallop to something. You'll see it with a firearm. You know, they don't play that shit down there. You're not about to be stealing out of no shit. They gonna fuck you up, you know. And honestly, I mean, it's not recommend, but at some point, people might get fed up, man. It's been stories like that where you've seen them on the internet going viral where the motherfucker stopped somebody stealing. And that might be what it take. That might be the mentality what it take, man. Like, y'all not about to fuck our shit up, man. You're not gonna bring our shit down. Put that shit down. They don't put it down. Shit. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, you might get to that point, you know. But yeah, shit like that, man. But all right, y'all, got to get up off here, man. Much love to you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later, man.